Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to create a really fun mani. I know I want to pull in some pink colors and some fun stamping plates. I think we're going to do like a winter Valentine's Day kind of dessert style nail look. I'm not really sure. I don't really have a game plan, so I just pulled a bunch of stuff and let's see what we create today. Now for our gel polishes today, I just pulled a whole bunch of colors from Sandara Nails. I know I want to do a cat eye and pull in a little bit of glitter. And then I do want to focus some of like on the pink colors that Sandara Nails has to offer because I really just want a fun pink kind of set. And then I do want to throw in some reverse stamping as well. So if you're into really fun nail art that's simple to do at home and want some tips and tricks on reverse stamping, then this video is going to be for you. All right, so let's dive into the base colors here of our nail set, and then I'm going to pop back in when it's time to focus on the reverse stamping. All right, so here's our base color. I do like the set just like this if you're looking for a simple nail look, but we're gonna incorporate some really easy nail art on top of this color. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply a layer of gel base to all the nails, and then I'm gonna cure for a full 30 seconds. And then once it's done curing, I am going to go in with a lint-free wipe with a little bit of rubbing alcohol and just go ahead and cleanse the nail so we have a good foundation for our nail art. I will say this cat eye looks really good with a matte finish as well. So I wanted to pull in this really fun it's kind of like a gingerbread style stamping plate, but I wanted to focus on the frosting drips that have like these little stars and sprinkles and just confetti pieces mixed in. I thought this would be really fun, and I wanted to dive into this stamping plate during Christmas time, but things, life was lifing. So I figured let's pull in this stamping plate, but do a twist of pinks and then kind of do like a wintry Valentine's Day kind of sweet treat nail look. So once we have that stamping image picked up, I'm going to go ahead now and just take my time and just fill in all those areas. And I just picked a couple of stamping polishes to start out with. And then I do like to use a dotting tool when I am filling in any of the areas on that stamper. I personally like using a dotting tool. You can also use a nail art brush, but when you are doing this step, you just want to make sure you are having the lightest touch when you are applying that polish onto that stamper, because if you press too hard, you can risk pulling up that stamping image. So just take your time and just have the most delicate hand when you're applying those polishes. Now this is going to be a trust the process kind of moment because it's going to look like we're just applying blobs directly on top of this image. But once we go ahead and fill everything in and we stamp it to the nail, everything is going to look absolutely perfect. So again, it's a trust the process kind of moment. Another reason why I like reverse stamping is that it allows you to really just take your time to fill in all those areas and you don't have to rush, because what we're going to do is once we fill in this entire stamper, I'm going to apply a layer of transfer foil glue to the entire nail, and it's going to give us that sticky tacky layer that's really going to get the stamping image to lay super flat to the nail. So I really like this method because you can just take your time and then you're just basically coloring in the stamping image, which is so fun, and you can use whatever colors your heart desires. I really like reverse stamping. I really want to try and focus more on reverse stamping this year. I just think it's a really easy way to incorporate some effortless yet customizable and fun nail art to any nail look. All right, so see when we turn it over, you can kind of get a glimpse of what it's going to look like. I wanted to add a little bit more pop of color to this, so I'm going to focus on some light purples just to fill in the rest of the areas. But see what I mean? It looks like we just added blobs on top of the stamper. Again, trust the process moment. So once we're done filling in all the purple area, I'm just going to go ahead and then let this image dry. Now the stamping polishes do dry fairly quickly, but to make sure that I'm not going to smudge anything when we're pressing everything down because we just spent all that time filling in that stamping image, I'm just going to go ahead and just let that stamping image just dry for about 5 minutes. In the meantime, I am going to go in with the Macart transfer foil glue, apply that to the entire nail, and then I am going to cure for a full 60 seconds. And then that's going to give us that super tacky layer that we need for this image to go onto the nail, because what's going to happen, since we did that reverse stamping, the polish is completely dry, so you're not going to get a clean image when you go ahead and use just like the blank nail without kind of like a tacky sticky base. You're not going to get a good image transfer. So now that we have the frosting on there, I'm just going to go ahead and just gently press everything down. And then we still had a little bit of negative space on that nail, so we're just going to go ahead and just line everything up here, and then we're just going to go ahead, press down, and just connect all, just like that little line where that frosting drip was, and just connect it. And then we're just going to fill in all that negative space. I just picked up another stamping image off camera and just filled it in. I did the exact same thing. Now, if you are not wanting to do any gel product, you still can do reverse stamping. Maniology does offer a sticky base that you do not need to cure. It is a non-gel formula, and I will link that in the description box below for an alternative for a sticky base. But now that we have our frosting drip, look at that. Isn't that absolutely adorable? I love the play of colors, and this is by far the perfect stamping drip that I've ever done. I really like that it has a little bit of stars on there. Now we have a little bit of extra stamping image kind of hanging over the nail, so I'm just going to go in with a file and then just gently remove that, and then we're going to be good to go. But again, really easy to do. The only thing that was the most complicated part of the whole reverse stamping is picking what colors I wanted to put for the confetti pieces, but overall a really fun way just to incorporate on any nail. I am going to do another one of these drips on one other nail, and then we are going to do like this, like it has kind of like, it reminded me of like an Argyle sweater print, but it had hearts in it. So I figured let's put this on the glitter nail just to kind of make it wintry, but with a little twist of Valentine's Day on top of the glitter nail. So I just focused on the white stamping polish. And then since we did not fill this in, we just stamped it right onto the nail. I did not do a layer of that transfer foil glue. I just picked up the image and then just put it right on top of the nail. So this is what we're working with. I feel like this is really beautiful on its own if you're looking for an easy sweater nail option. Then I wanted to pull in a little bit of a snowflake gingerbread cookie kind of moment. So I'm just going to go ahead and now we're going to go ahead and layer stamp. So I picked up the gingerbread cookie. This is going to be the base of the cookie. I'm just going to go in with this 3M medical tape just to clean up any extra image. You can also use a lint roller as well. I like working with the tape to clean up the stamping image. And then I'm going to put that first part of that cookie onto the nail. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to clean up the palette first. I'm just using a little bit of acetone, and then we're going to pick up the snowflake frosting, and I'm just going to go in with the white. You could also use a different color as well. I did think after I did the white, I should have did like a light pink to kind of tie in more of the pink element. And then we're just going to carefully line up the snowflake frosting image here and place it right on top of the brown, and we have the perfect snowflake gingerbread cookie. Now the last part of this set, we're just going to incorporate some nail stickers and then some nail charms, and we're just going to layer some really easy nail art elements on top of everything. But stamping, stickers, charms are a really fun way just to jazz up any nail look. All right, so for the stickers, I'm using some of the stickers from the Daily Charm Box, and I'm going to go ahead and link. Now the Daily Charm Box, these stickers are still available. Some of them were limited edition, but I will go ahead and link everything that I did use in this video just to make things a little bit easier. So then once we're done applying the stickers, I'm going to go ahead and then just do some nail charms as well, and then we will see what the end result looks like here in just a few moments. All right, so we're just wrapping up with the charm. I just thought this chocolate candy heart was absolutely perfect to tie in our wintry Valentine's Day tasty treat. So once I get this heart exactly where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and flash cure it just to make sure it doesn't slide around. And then I'm going to give everything a final full cure. And then we're going to seal everything in with a layer of gel top coat. But how cute is this nail charm? Now you totally could make one of these with like a 3D silicone kind of mold. But I really like how this looks. Just everything just came together perfectly. And then here's the finished set. So we have the ultimate wintry tasty treat right here. I love the pink. That bow is absolutely adorable on like our gingerbread cookie kind of snowflake nail, but everything just came together and it was really fun. I really like doing the reverse stamping, just something different. And then here's what the set looks like on, and I absolutely love this so much. So everything that we use in today's video can be found in that description box below. I hope you enjoyed today's tasty treat nail look, and I'll see you all in the next one.